Hello, everybody. We are back on the stream playing some of the AETHERDRIFT early access event, and I'm gonna jump into some more standard. Still playing blue-black mid-range. It's what I do best, and I'm really trying to test out this oil deep Gear Hulk while I have the chance to, before they take it away from me for the next week. So, I'm gonna jam as many games as I possibly can with this. Let's get it. It's gonna be a little more a chill stream today, just so I can focus on playing really well. Not going to be doing too much commentary, but I will explain my plays when they come up. Mulligan that hand, one land. Not quite good enough. Kaito might be the worst thing here. Don't really have anything good to bounce with him. Makes him a little bit worse, and probably a worse 4-drop then. Throwing Curiosity that way. Let's pass. When I have 2 removal spells up, don't want to get Blood Pits Drownered into Oblivion, a Kaito as well, and now I have double Tidebinder, so I can just pass again. Will pretty much Tidebinder anything at this point, but I don't have to do anything. I'm gonna go for this. Have to make a move at some point, especially when they can just animate the Soulstone Sanctuary, although if they do that this turn, I'm pretty happy to kill it. So they have a lot of removal. But that's quite alright. I'll just play it slow. They can hold on to that Cure of Isolation for now, and when they go to animate Soulstone Sanctuary, I will happily kill it. It didn't give me a chance there, but let's go for its throat. No, Arena doesn't like it. You have an Underground River in play. There's a Spell Pierce. So I guess now let's go for the bat. And I'll pierce this. I think I do. Let's just get as much removal as we can out of their hand. We'll use this Spell Pierce while it's still relevant, and make them use Nowhere to Run on this bat, although I guess they're going to get to bounce it anyway, so that doesn't matter too much. Yeah, that's fine. Get a creature in play at some point, but we can keep playing the slow game for now. Land number 4 is pretty nice. It's gonna let me get this Curiosity down. They attack me for 4. They're gonna play Kaito. This Nightmare. We can just counter that, I think. Say no trigger for you. They can go ahead and kill it with the Grim Bauble, but I think that's alright for me. They play out a Spyglass Siren and probably crack the map too. On the Fear of Isolation. Looking like a grindy one. Has a Storm Chaser's Talent on top. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get this Spyglass Siren mapped up while I can. Find a land, and I'll pass the turn back to my opponent. What they want to do. Gonna block there. Go ahead and paint the pier, I think. Play it nice and slow. They play a Storm Chaser's Talent. Fine with me. I find a Spell Pierce. Is a pretty good one, I think. I'm fine with this. Don't really care enough to Hidebinder that. We'll just let it through. Then pass to them. They put both on top. Kaito. Okay, so this is going to be a real nice turn for me. Get to Spell Pierce Kaito. Follow that up with this Curiosity, and then Hidebinder the Nowhere to Run when that comes down. So now let's just play Gix and draw 2 here. Start getting the cards flowing. Getting ahead on mana is what you want to do in this matchup. And get pretty grindy, and able to find no untapped land, but I do find a tap land plus a bat. So I can just go ahead and run that out, and that's going to start drawing me even more cards. Feeling pretty good about this one. Spell Pierce to Kaito, that's what it's all about. Does not get a lot better than this. Okay, Cut Down's a very good draw. Go ahead and run out the Cut Down. Go to attackers. They will try and Flood Pit's Drowner, and this is kind of how I built this deck to target this matchup, or to run into this matchup, is I want to Hidebinder their stuff, I want to bat their stuff, just be as annoying as possible and stop them from getting their game plan online. They get to double block Gix, but I get to draw 4 cards here, and I'm very ahead on board, so yeah, we'll go to the next game. Feeling nice. Alright, so what do I want to board in this matchup? I believe I like Blot Out and Locust Spray and go for Cut Down. I do like Gix's command a fair amount, and I don't think Go for the Throat is great against them, or Anoint, I guess, might be a little bit worse. So maybe we'll go up on the Locust Spray and down on the Go for the Throat. Go down on spot removal in general. I'm also considering the plan of just being very control-y and maybe like cutting the Sirens and the Kaitos. I guess I could try that game plan and see how well it works. I mean, actually, let's just go down a couple of the intimidation tactics and keep the Go for the Throat. I'll keep one of these in because it is nice to know what's in their hand, and they do have some annoying creatures, but I think for the most part that card is for different matchups. And I think this is a keep against them. It's not the best hand, but I have answers to Kaito, and I have this Gix's command if they're going crazy with Tracer's Talent this game. Which, if they go Fear here, then it looks like they probably are doing that. No, they're just passing. I will pass it right back to them. And they just run out a Flood Pit's Drowner. Sure. Feels like they want to Kaito me here. So let's stop them from doing that. Go ahead and tap down the Flood Pit's Drowner. And they can Kaito with that one if they... Sure. They can even draw a card with it, that's fine. I'll just Shieldred's Edict it. Guess I could also blot out it. Better. I think just Shieldred's Edict. Make you sacrifice a Planeswalker. No advantage for you. Pass the turn, set up for a nice X's command, I guess. Another Kaito. Scary, well, not too scary, honestly. Have my own. There's another Kaito. Oh, okay. Let's just go for the oily Hulk. They're gonna go for a Flood Pit's Drowner. That's fine. I'll take a look at their hand. Leave them with the Kaitos. They're gonna have one anyway, might as well. Let them have that one. Totally fine if they want to jam in with this one as well. Sure. I get to blow them out with a Gix's command? Looks like I might be able to. Yeah. It is looking more and more that way. So I don't have anything to get back. Let's destroy all these creatures and just keep my Drowner alive, I guess. And go ahead and kill that Kaito as well. We do know they have one more. I have this blot out to answer it nicely. Well as a bunch of other stuff in my hand. Oil Deep Gearhulk looking great here in this matchup, which is one of the ones that I really wanted it for. So that's great. Go ahead and run out Gix. Go to combat. Looks like they are Flood Pits drowning. No, nowhere to run. Sure. Killing Gix, that's fine. And Flood Pits Drowner. Tapping down. Oily Gearhulk. I will just get in. I think it's better to hold up Blot out than it is to play my own Kaito here. Sure. So they can kill that. And get in with Kaito, but I'll be able to blot it out. So not the worst thing in the world. Would be better as a Tidebinder, but that's okay. I'll blot out Kaito. Then go ahead and play my own. Plus it. And pass. See what my opponent does about this, or what they can do. They have This Town Ain't Big Enough in the card. They can start bouncing around stuff with Storm Chaser's talent. But if they're spending their whole turn to do that, I'm not super worried. Okay, they're going to tap down something. Let's see what it is. The Gearhulk. Sure. Have no ward. I will get in with Kaito. They take it, so draw hard. Find a Flood Pits Drowner. That's going to be pretty good here. Go for it. They can animate their Soulstone Sanctuary. That's fine. But hopefully I can just keep this Kaito alive. They find an Underground River. Not the best card, really, in general. They get nowhere to run, or This Town Ain't Big Enough. I always get those names confused. They're both so camp. So let's go ahead and tap down the Soulstone Sanctuary. Surprised this game is still going, really, but that's okay. I guess I should have done this in response ability so that they didn't have enough mana to do everything they want. I guess this still forces them to do it now, but okay. Yeah, I definitely should have done it in response. I guess they just float the mana. So it's they're attacking. I guess I'm blocking. Think. Maybe I shouldn't block. Go for the Throat is a great draw. And I want to plus it. No, let's tap down the Otter while I have the option to. Then when they go to animate Restless Reef, if they decide to do that rather than anything else, I can kill it, and I will wait until after attacks just to keep them off as much mana as I can. So go for the Throat. Very nice draw here. They're milling me? No, they're milling themselves. Makes sense. Happy to be playing against really good people throughout this streamer event, too. Cracking the map, that's fine. Because I've played against a lot of their deck, and they keep targeting the wrong people with the Restless Reef. even when they have this card, which allows them to mill themselves to find more stuff to get back here. Draw a card, find a couple ways to block this Soulstone Sanctuary, so let's do that. Okay, they're not activating now, and we know what they have, so bit of a misplay from them. I think they should have just gone for getting back that this town ain't big enough main phase. But, oh well. Get there in the end. Maybe they think they're just gonna die to whatchamacallit if I do that, but they should have known something was amiss there just because I topped both cards with the Kaito. Let's keep on trudging along, though. Just been brewing this deck in my head. So, very happy to get the chance to play with it. And this is a solid hand. What do I want to put back? Maybe a Spell Pierce here. Try and go full aggressive. Although I guess on the draw, maybe I'm supposed to keep it. I don't know. Or, I'm on the draw. Opponent is on what looks to be a pretty aggressive deck with the nesting bots, so maybe the red-white Lethal Demolition, Imidane's Recruiter, stuff like that. I will take the one this turn. And they play a Novice Inspector, so yeah, looking like mono-white artifact token stuff going on here. Let's go ahead and track the map on this one pre-combat to know if we want to attack with this. We find an Anoint, which I think is going to be good enough. On top here, let's just get in. And we have this second Spyglass Siren back to block. My opponent cracking a clue here? No, they're just passing to me. I'm going to go ahead and Kaito here. And I think just draw a card, try and find some more lands. Blood Pit's Drowner is, I think, not great. It's probably fine. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the Drowner. I don't know. When you're pretty far ahead, it's hard to know whether to keep something or not. Do they have the Recruiter? No, it's a Sanguine Evangelist, which I do luckily have an Anoint with Affliction for. And they have Knight Errant. So that's pretty scary. See what they hit. Imidane's Recruiter plus Warden. So I have cut down for that. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. Tap it down for a couple turns. And then I think hold up, cut down this turn. Well, I guess I have to hold up, cut down, but we'll just get in with Kaito. Or I could also crack a map, but I think I'm gonna hold up, cut down because I don't want to give that Warden the chance to get too big. That's kind of the scariest thing that can stop me from getting in the air to solidify a win here. They're gonna Imidane's Recruiter though. Okay, and probably just get in with everything. Let's see where it's all going, though. If it's all at Kaito, I'll probably just let him die. Whatever's coming at me, I might try and get in the way of a little bit. So they're only attacking the two things at Kaito, right? So what I can do here is cut down that one, and then go ahead and block the big guy coming at me and the little one coming at Kaito. Go ahead and keep Kaito around for another turn. Most likely, he's just going to be drawing me a card this turn, and then maybe gaining me a little more life when he dies. But that's a pretty good use for the card. Oil Deep Gearhulk is a nice one, but I think I want to wait one turn on it, just so I can hit a land and go for Spyglass Siren plus, well, I was going to say plus Curiosity, but I think I'll just get some beefy creatures into play, get two beefier creatures into play. So if they want to kill this Kaito, they really have to pressure hard. And if not, then it might be a little tricky for them to win here or even get in. And next turn, I'm just going to play this big lifelinker. Draw some more cards. Maybe throw away Kaito to tap down one of their bigger things for a couple turns. Let's start by getting in with these two, though. Draw two cards. One, find a Locust Spray, and the second one, find an island. So, let's go ahead and run out the Gear Hulk. I'll target myself, but I'm not going to take anything. Decline. Go ahead and counter it up. Cut down is on top. So let's just zero the Kaito, draw the cut down, because now I have a nice blocker for this Knight Errant, and just go ahead and kill Gordon. And again, if they want to spend a lot of resources trying to kill Kaito, it's a little bit late at this point. The card has already gotten me enough value for 3 games. They can crack this clue, although they're choosing not to. I think they might have just missed. And going into game 2 with 4 sweepers in my board right now. So feeling pretty good about that. Go for the Preacher plan. Gonna board out all these Kaitos. Gonna board out probably Gix, and Intimidation Tactics, I think, is alright here. I don't need a ton of spot removal. I think I like the bigger spot removal more. Shieldred's Edict definitely isn't great. Pierce, I think, can go. It's going to be a little too weak here. And maybe we run one more cut down and rock and roll with this. Or I guess I could cut a Siren or a Bat too. But I think this is fine. I think this is nice. A lot of Wraths. A lot of other stuff. I guess this isn't the best hand. Opponent's mulliganing to 5 for the second game in a row, though. So can't feel too bad about that. They start with a Warden. I'll go for the Underground River. Of course, their deck is one of the ones that mulligans pretty well, but we'll see what they can actually get done here. I'm probably just going to go for the Throat that. They put a card on top, so it could be a land. But let's go for the Bat. Start gaining some life. Maybe get a card out of their hand. Hopefully they don't torch the tower, hear me? Looks like that's what they're doing, though. Yikes. Okay. And they have a Knight Errant, so very annoying. They have the land into Knight Errant, so they're gonna get to draw a bunch of cards. That's why I say that that deck is one of the better decks at mulliganing. But they don't have a ton going on right now. I think I just want to kill Knight Errant now and pass the turn. Stop them from pressuring me until I can hopefully find some more lands. I'm okay to play these bats out as 2-mana 1/1s at some point. They do get a scry to the bottom, which is a little bit of nice value for them. And their engines are revving up. Well, I might as well do this, because I don't have anything else I can do. Let's see if they flash something in. Do not. So let's just go ahead and kill that now. Pass the turn. They're going to crack a clue. But hopefully these Blood Pits Drowners are enough to stabilize me. Hopefully they stop finding Knight Errants. As I say it, they find another one, though. Yep. This is rough for me. Just not finding the lands that I need. I guess let's get the bat going. Torch the tower. Not too worried about the Gleeful Demolition. I should be able to raft that away should I need to. And maybe tap down the stuff with these Blood Pits Drowners. Of course, I'm going to get pretty low trying to do that. But yeah, I didn't find enough lands. This hand wasn't the best to begin with. Opponent's getting in with everything. I will take it. And they go Gleeful Demolition into Warden. Tap 3 to put a counter on it. Are they playing out the other one? They are not. So let's go ahead and get in with the bat. And I think, fortunately, I have to just get a lot of stuff out of the way, but maybe not enough. See, taking 6 here. They're up to full speed, and they play out another Warden. I'll pass to them. Gonna do some tapping of things down. Tap that down. They immediately go for the torch. Sure. Tap down the other Warden, bigger Warden. See if we can get a trade. Still kind of need to find something good here, though. Oil Deep Gear Hulk, perhaps. Something like that. Creature's pretty good. Especially when I have a turn to set it up. Just the way these Flood Pits Drowners worked out. So kind of clawing my way back into this one. Opponent plays a Mirex, but that's not the end of the world. I can go ahead and cycle this. I guess I'll do now. Find a Go for the Throat. That's a good one, too. Let's get in. Make a 1/1. And pass it over. They get to start pumping out 1/1s too, but mine have lifelink, and I drew a Go for the Throat, which is a nice solid one. They play Resolute Reinforcements. Guess we just want to get rid of this Warden. Lets me keep getting in with my lifelinkers. Or my flying lifelinker, that is. And yeah, I think I have to chump here, at least for this turn. Hopefully I can find some more stuff to stabilize off the top. If not, kind of just am forced to make this play where I keep attacking and keep jumping till I can hopefully find an Oil Deep Gear Hulk. But kind of on the back foot now. Gonna go down to 2 life here if they attack with everything and find nothing. So that's not great, but you do what you gotta do. There's another Preacher. So we'll get in with this one, and I think I have to leave the bat back to block this turn. And pass after playing this Preacher. See what my opponent has. Like just activating Mirex again. Really scared of any of their big top decks. Removal is scary. Another Warden is scary. Suppose this is scary as well. Well, maybe we want to just block these. So we're going to 1 here. But 1 is not 0. And looks like they have nothing. So let's see what they are actually working with. Just another land. And we get 3 1/1s here. 3 1/1 lifelinkers total to block 3 creatures. Means we're taking 2 damage, gaining 3 life. So keeping our heads above water. Opponent does have to keep flooding out for us to really be able to do anything, though. So let's hope for it. Trying to not take the toxic damage when I can avoid it. They just activate Mirex now. I guess they're going for a Gleef. Huh? But is my head still above water now? With another Preacher, I think it should be. Make these 1/1 lifelinkers again. Going up to 4 here. I have 3 blockers, so... Yep, going down to 1 again if they find nothing. But a lot of things kill me. See what they have. They draw with the Novice Inspector. And they find a Torch the Tower, which is going to put me out of my misery and take us to a game number 3. Make sure I didn't miscount, but no, I didn't. Go to -1 life and lose that game, unfortunately. Was a nice long one, but it happens. So let's keep going. Opponent had kind of the perfect mull to 5. Still a mull to 5, but as I said, that is the deck that wants to mull to 5, or does alright mulling to 5. That hand is not keepable. This one is, but I'm gonna have to put something back, unfortunately, and it might just be this Gix's command. So the Gix's command or the Oil Deep? I think the Gix's command, with them taking a mulligan. Let's just try and keep them off tempo with the removal until we can get to the 3 and the 4 drop, and not try to rely on curving out into a 5. That's a bit of a ways away. Let's play the bat, though. It's a nice find. We get to take away their invasion of Goba Khan, and at this point, really just need to find lands. Opponent's probably just going to run out. Resolute Reinforcements. I'll pass it back. And I think I'm just going to do this now. I don't want them to be able to play... Oh, I guess they still can play the Knight Errant, so that maybe wasn't the best go for the throat. And it's really not feeling like the best go for the throat either way, but there's a land, so let's get in first. Attack 4-1. And hopefully they're flooding out. Mirex is looking pretty good in their deck. That deck definitely has the mana base to work now. And also Nesting Bot, I think, is a bit of an upgrade, so definitely some stuff going for it. Oh, they play at Urabrask's Forge, which is one that I don't love, honestly. Having played that deck a lot, let's just go for the Curiosity this turn. Start drawing cards. Oh, I guess I missed that they still had a card in hand, but I don't think it's a super relevant one, and I find the Tidebinder for the Forge. They run out a second one, but even with those two, they're not really able to get any damage in here. So, all right with me. And I find tap land. So let's go ahead and get in with these two, I think. Find a Spyglass Siren, see what they block. They are going for the quad on that, which means I just get to really completely blow them out here. Let's leave the Nesting Bot alive. That one gets a little more value than the others. Find a cut down, and just go ahead and play out the Spyglass Siren. Let's map up the Curiosity so that it can block the bigger Forge token, or just find a land with it. They play a Sanguine Evangelist. Fine. A little bit annoying, but I think we'll be able to work through it here. They're up to 4 on their speedometer. But let's just get in with Gang. Find another Tidebinder, so now we can just do both of those. And again, they're letting me get value with this. I think I already played a land this turn, but if not, I should be able to find one, draw a couple cards here, and double Tidebinder, their double Urabrask's Forge. I will just let that happen. Looks like I already played a land, so let's just run out this bat as a 1-mana flying lifelinker. Pass the turn, we will counter the bigger Forge here. They can invasion me, that's fine, really. I have 2 of these Tidebinders anyway. They take the Gear Hulk, makes it cost 6. Let's counter the bigger Forge trigger. Is this one on the bottom. Let them get in. They're attacking me. Fine. I find that. Just get in with all of these. Turn the pressure up as much as I can. And they scoop it up. Getting another nice victory with blue-black midrange. The Oil Deep Gear Hulks again looking nice. Maybe we'll move up to 3, but I kind of like not having too many 4-drops. I'm going to run to the bathroom, and I will be back. I've tried it. Just not even that much, but it just felt too darn inconsistent in terms of the mana. mulliganing and stuff like that. I have a pretty slow start here, but I do have 2, 3, 4. So not the worst thing in the world. Don't know if I want to run out this bat into open mana. Feel like maybe not. Just try and influence their plays a little bit here by holding up our own mana. Sure, they're concerned about what we've got going. Maybe they just tap out too. Or if they pass, I'm even happier with that. Alright, so they're passing it back to me, and I'm just going to pass it back to them. See what we can do here. They go for a gas guzzler. That's fine with me. Do they do anything else? Doesn't look like it. Uh, maybe getting a semblance of something. There's Laughing Jasper Flint. But not a ton I can do about that. Let's just do that. Go ahead and Oil Deep Gearhulk, see what they're working with over there. I will take any. Take the land? Or I could take Burst Lightning. No, I'll take the second Laughing Jasper. That way if they do attack me, I can kill it. They find a Gloomlake Verge with that Laughing Jasper. See what they decide to go for. Attack me, I will happily block. Am a little bit flooded. Would have kind of liked to Gearhulk myself too. Maybe that just would have been better. They are getting their engines revved up. They're going to Thoughtstalker Warlock me. Probably taking Tidebinder, and I kind of need to find removal for Laughing Jasper now. They attack me? Not attack me. Okay. I will go for a bat. I don't know why they let me do that. Now I'm going to get the second bat in play, and I'm going to get to take that Anoint, run out the Mirex, and I guess hold back, but really need to do something. So, Intimidation Tactics, but that Shieldred's Edict does free up all of their stuff from underneath bats. So, I guess let's make them Burst Lightning to get back an Anoint, and then they kill Laughing Jasper, so or it doesn't kill Oil Deep. But cycle that. I think I just need to find hard removal. This Laughing Jasper Flint. Head and get in. Guess we'll bat them, force them to spend their removal on my bat, so I get to keep the Oil Deep Gearhulk around, but still pretty flooded out. I don't know if this Locust Spray was better than a cut down or not. Kill the bats. Bats are dead. And Jasper Flint is still going. Nothing to do with it this turn, though. Those go for the throats do not hurt me one bit. They do get to start looting with the Restless Vents and getting in for a bit of damage, which is pretty annoying. Ramp their speed up, which I don't know how much that'll matter. Now here come the menace, the menacing. They're not finding anything yet, but I can't just keep giving them Laughing Jasper fingers. Here goes the bat. I think I have to start getting aggro too. Maybe I'm supposed to hold that. Because I can maybe try and race them if they keep whiffing, but oh, there's the good ones. They found them. It was only a matter of time, really. And yeah, probably nothing I can do now. Laughing Jasper Flint just takes over the game if you don't kill him, but he is pretty killable. Didn't find anything this game. Opponent is going to draw 2 cards here. See, what can I find? Maybe Curiosity into something good? Okay, they've hit max speed. I think Curiosity is kind of my only out at this point. Or I guess my own Gix. There's a Gas Guzzler. I guess they're just on Outlaws. Okay, oh wow. Oh wow, that just sacrifices creatures or vehicles. Draw a card. Alright. I am getting very outvalued here. Let's go to the next one. Bring in this stuff. Don't think I really want... Do I want Malicious Eclipse? I think the Tidebinders are a little bit weak here. Kaito seems alright, though. Locust Spray, maybe not at its best. Do we want Spell Pierces? I guess we could cut the Spell Pierces as well. Or just Preachers, have a little bit more mid-range value, and we'll keep the Locust Spray in. And kill a Gas Guzzler, can also just cycle. Yeah. Let's keep this hand looking pretty nice here. Get to go Intimidation Tactics into a kill spell, into a Gix, or maybe into this Flood Pits Drowner into Gix. Been having a good time with Gix recently, and I like that it gives me the ability to run more 4-drops, because there's a lot better stuff in this color combination in the 4-drop slot than there is in the 3 slot. Here, I could take Gev or Jasper. Take Gev. I have this Anoint for Jasper, Mr. Flint. Okay, there's another Anoint. We'll just run out this Flood Pits Drowner for no value here. Well, I guess it's getting some value. Draw me a card with this Gix here. They don't have removal. Looks like they don't, so good for me. Let's draw a card, pass the turn, and have 2 Anoints up. Looks like this might just be removal. Thoughtstalker Warlock, sure. So yeah, that doesn't really do anything. Let's just attack with both. I'm happy to trade away this Flood Pits Drowner for the Thoughtstalker Warlock. Still get to draw a card with this Gix. And I'll just go ahead and run out Kaito. Plus it. Pass the turn. Be pretty much prepared for anything. Opponent can Gonti. I can tap it down. A lot of rogues in this set. I guess maybe you should take another look at rogues and Pioneer, but I have not been playing a ton of Pioneer recently, especially since it got phased out as a competitive format, which really kind of sucks. Do they have the removal now? Nope, it's just Gonti, the Knight Minister. So, tap him down. And 4 cards here? You can concede. I'm okay with it. We're in the competitive queues now, so I'm not making anybody play it out. Okay, play a Swamp, pass, and should be lethal on this next turn. There's Flint. Laughin' Jasper. There's a Quag Feat. Okay. But I don't even have to show them that I have an Annoying Affliction and lethal. Kill him. And do Kaitos look good here? I think so. Did forget to board in the Gix's command, but honestly, they didn't look like they would even be that great there. Maybe this just isn't grindy enough matchup, or maybe we can go down 1 Kaito and just play 1 Gix's command? Try that. Intimidation Tactics has been great for me so far. Just having more 1 mana interactions, and it cycles pretty well in the late game when you do Flood Out, which I feel like I flood out quite a bit with this deck. The times where I don't Flood Out are the times where I have an Enduring Curiosity in play. Opponent keeps 7. I have a pretty middling 7. No answer to Laughing Jasper. Let's send it back. Let's get this, I guess. Also a pretty bad hand. Yeah, let's just keep all the cheap stuff. Make sure I can do everything. Finding a land here is pretty nice. I think I'd like to be on the aggressive foot when I have all these 1-drops in hand. So I will save the Intimidation tactics for at least turn 2. They play a Gatzel Thrillseeker, Gestalt Thrills, and pass it over to me. Crack map. Intimidate them. Take this Laughing Jasper. Feels pretty good to do that. Looks like we're both just going trading removal spells back and forth. I'm fine with. They want to throw them out on the Spyglass Sirens. That's okay. I think I will just wait, no matter what, on the map crack. Like, they have removal up. There's no reason for me to ever crack a map. If they want to just anoint one of these two, that's fine with me. So sure. Death Touch. Gain a life when it ends. Which is kind of annoying. There's another one. Get up to max speed. Okay. Tap 1 down. That one, I guess. I guess I shouldn't have done this main phase. Now they can Hag Feast it. And they do get in for 2. I don't have the best blocks on them, but I do find a Gix. Oh. Let's crack the map to force out their removal. Then I have a really pretty nice play, at least here, of just going for Gix. They will get to kill it with the Quag Feast, but at least I've drawn 1 card off it. I'll take 2 more. Find a bat, which isn't awful. Not incredible either. There's the Quag Feast. They mill 2, but they mill 2 pretty solid ones. Pass it back to me. I'll take 2 damage. See what they have as their last card. That's something they can returning. This. It's another Quag Feast. Pretty annoying. There. That, run out the bat. Run out the reef. Pass. Need to find something. Wishing I kept that Curiosity. That would be very, very good here. They really wouldn't have been able to kill it either. And you can hit me. Nothing I can do about it. Let's cycle this Locust Spray. Yes, I wish it was a cut down there, but oh, wow. Right. What creatures do I have that I can return? I have Gix and Flood Pit Stream. Those are good ones. So let's make them sacrifice their thing, and let's return creatures. And Gix is incredible draw here. Do they have the black-red counterspell? Hello, Cat Rivera. Nice to have you in the chat today. How's your homework going? So when was this? Was I like not paying attention at all? Did not show me. Should show me. Doesn't. How you doing, Cat? Missing out on the Wacky Zango stream?